Imagine two machines built to dominate the skies, each representing a different vision of air power. On one side, you have the American F-35 Lightning II, and on the other, the Swedish Saab Gripen, a jet that's earned a reputation for punching above its weight. The F-35 is a technological marvel, stealthy, packed with sensors, and the centerpiece of American air power. It's the result of decades of research and billions of dollars in investment, designed to give its pilots an edge in any conflict. It's the military's hypercar, expensive, complex, and loaded with cutting-edge tech. Every detail is engineered for maximum performance, but that comes at a cost. In contrast, the Gripen is Sweden's rally car, tough, agile, and designed for real-world conditions. It's built to be reliable, easy to maintain, and ready for action at a moment's notice. It may not have the F-35's stealth, but it's fast, smart, and can operate from highways with a tiny crew. The Gripen thrives where others might struggle, adapting to rough environments and limited resources. The F-35 is a symbol of power and prestige, while the Gripen is a model of efficiency and practicality. Each jet reflects the priorities and philosophies of its home country. On paper, the F-35 seems unbeatable, more advanced, more expensive, and backed by the world's biggest superpower. Its presence alone can shift the balance of power. Yet, when nations go shopping for jets, the Gripen often wins head-to-head competitions. Its lower cost, flexibility, and ease of use make it a favorite for many air forces. This isn't a fluke. It's a pattern that's repeated across continents and contracts. Why would anyone pick the rally car over the hypercar? The answer is more complex and more interesting than you might think. It's about more than just speed or stealth. It's a story of money, politics, and some very clever Swedish thinking. Let's find out why nations are choosing the underdog and what it means for the future of air combat. Let's talk money. When it comes to modern fighter jets, the price tag isn't just a number. It's a statement about priorities, strategy, and what a country can actually afford. The F-35 is the most expensive weapons program ever, over $1.7 trillion for the whole project. That's more than the GDP of many countries, all for a single family of jets. A single F-35 costs around $80 million. But the real shock is in the operating costs. The expenses don't stop once you buy the jet, they just begin. Flying an F-35 for just 1 hour can cost tens of thousands of dollars, thanks to its complexity and maintenance needs. Every flight is a major financial event. Keeping these jets airworthy requires a global supply chain and an army of specialists. Spare parts, software updates, and highly trained technicians are all part of the package. Many countries find their F-35s grounded more often than flying, simply because they're so hard to maintain. The jets spend more time in hangars than in the sky. Now, compare that to the Gripen, a jet designed with affordability and practicality in mind. The Gripen E's sticker price is similar, but its running costs are dramatically lower. It's built to be flown often, not just admired on the ground. It was designed for easy maintenance by small teams with basic training. You don't need a massive support crew or a warehouse full of parts. Fewer parts, faster turnarounds, and less downtime mean you can actually afford to fly your fleet. The Gripen is ready to go when you need it. For countries with tight budgets, that's a game changer. It means more pilots in the air, more training, and a stronger defense. You can have a few expensive jets you rarely use, or a larger ready-to-fly fleet that's always mission-capable. For many, the choice is obvious. The numbers just make sense. The Gripen is the practical pick, affordable, reliable, and always ready for action. The F-35 isn't just a jet, it's a node in a global network controlled by the US and Lockheed Martin. Every F-35 relies on the Autonomic Logistics Information System, or ALIS, for maintenance and parts. This means you can't fix your own plane without American approval. In a crisis, the US could delay parts or software, grounding your fleet. The F-35's advanced tech is also fragile. Its stealth coating and sensors need constant specialized care. Even the Pentagon admits it can't keep all its F-35s flying as planned. Buying the F-35 means tying your national security to US politics and logistics. That's a high price for any sovereign nation. Sometimes the real cost isn't in dollars, it's in control. The Gripen was built for Sweden's unique needs, a small country, long borders, and a focus on independence. It can take off from highways, be refueled and rearmed in minutes, and needs only a small crew. No fancy hangars, just a shelter by the road. This rugged design means the Gripen is almost always ready to fly. But the real genius is in the partnership. Saab offers technology transfer, helping countries set up their own maintenance and even production lines. You get the tools and know-how to control your own fleet. That's true sovereignty: upgrade, repair, and operate your jets without asking permission. The Gripen isn't just a fighter, it's a strategic package. Modern radar, electronic warfare, and NATO compatibility make it a serious contender. And you get to call the shots. Canada's F-35 deal is a perfect case study in how a nation's priorities can shift when faced with tough decisions about defense, sovereignty, and the future of its own industry. The original plan was ambitious. Buy 88 F-35s, the world's most advanced fighter jets. But as negotiations dragged on, costs ballooned from $19 to $28 billion, raising serious questions about value for money and long-term affordability. But it wasn't just about the money. Canada began to worry about sovereignty. Would it truly control its own jets, or would it always need US approval for upgrades, missions, and even basic maintenance? In 2025, after years of debate and even after paying for the first jets, Canada made the bold move to pause the deal, signaling a willingness to reconsider its options. Enter Sweden, offering not just Gripens, but a true partnership: build the jets in Canada, create thousands of high-quality jobs, and share cutting-edge technology with Canadian companies and workers. Suddenly, the Swedish offer looked far more attractive, promising not only new aircraft, but also a boost to Canada's own aerospace sector and a chance to shape its own destiny. The F-35 is, buy our jet, trust us. The Gripen is, let's build your jet together. It's a fundamental difference in approach, one that speaks to national pride and self-reliance. For a country that values independence, innovation, and a strong industrial base, that's a powerful pitch, one that resonates with both policymakers and the public. The debate in Canada highlights the F-35's biggest weakness. It's not just about the plane, but about who holds the keys and who gets to decide how and when it's used. The Gripen answers the call for cost, control, and collaboration, offering a new model for international defense partnerships. Even America's closest allies are rethinking what matters most in a world where security, independence, and economic opportunity are all on the line. The promise of partnership, shared growth, and mutual respect is starting to outweigh the lure of ultimate technology and one-sided deals. And that's changing the game, not just for Canada, but for the future of global defense. Canada isn't alone. Countries worldwide are choosing the Gripen. Ukraine signed up for up to 150 Gripen S, perfect for a nation needing affordable, rugged jets. Brazil has its own Gripen production line, thanks to Saab's technology transfer. Thailand and Colombia are joining the club too. These nations want more than just a jet. They want sustainability and sovereignty. The Gripen offers NATO compatibility without the political baggage of US hardware. Saab's approach links countries together, building industrial partnerships, not dependencies. The result? A global network of equals, not clients. The Gripen is winning by offering what the F-35 can't: real partnership. The F-35 versus Gripen battle is about more than speed or stealth. It's about sovereignty and the future of military alliances. The F-35 locks nations into the US defense ecosystem for decades. Every Gripen sale is a vote for independence and smart engineering. Critics say mixed fleets are too expensive, but that's often just a scare tactic. The Gripen exposes the F-35's weaknesses: high costs, complexity, and political strings. In a world where control matters more than ever, the Swedish model is gaining ground. The F-35 is a technological marvel, but for many, the Gripen is simply the smarter buy. Sometimes the best choice isn't the flashiest. It's the one that keeps you in control.